The star of the brand new sitcom Arsenio, who else but Arsenio Hall?
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. This is an honor. Each year in presenting the prestigious American Music Award of Merit, we tell you about someone who has had an important and ongoing impact on contemporary music. This year, let's begin with our honoree telling us about himself.
12 children. I was the third child out of Macon, Georgia, and I wanted attention. You know, I used to sit down and wonder how to get attention.
Well, young Richard Penniman figured it out, became Little Richard, and got everyone's attention.
I'd like you to meet a man who was the model for almost every rock and roll performer during the 50s and years thereafter. A true rock and roll legend.
I woke up this morning, Lucy was not in sight. I asked my friends about and this was tight. Lucy, please come back where you belong. Yeah, talk galaxy, big piece of guy, everything that Uncle John need, oh baby, yeah, baby. Woo, baby.
Stars in the 50s and 60s held Little Richard in high esteem.
Yeah.
Smokey Robinson.
I don't want you, I know, but I need you. Don't wanna kiss you.
As far as I'm concerned, Little Richard was the beginning of that driving, never let up, funky rock and roll. So Richard, you enjoy tonight, man. You deserve it.
You really gotta hold on. Put it in the bottle, baby, down the rain.
Bo Diddley said Little Richard was one of a kind, a show business genius. James Brown, Little Richard, he's my idol.
I can't get to know that is fashion.
Otis Redding confessed, I entered the music business because of Little Richard. Elvis once told Richard, your music inspired me. You are the greatest.
You headlined the show when the Beatles and the Stones were little boys in knickers.
That's right. I met the Rolling Stones in the back of the truck.
With the
Mick Jagger in the truck singing in several ways.
Hi, this is Keith Richards, and on behalf of the rest of the Stones, I guess, as well. Hey, Little Richard. All I can say is we were a bar band, and our first tour, Bo Diddley, the Everybody, and Little Richard. I probably learnt more in that 6 weeks in one period than I ever have before or since. Congratulations, Little Richard. Give me a call, man.
The teenage Beatles learned their craft from R&B hits like Little Richard's Long Tall Sally.
It was a great joy when I met the Beatles. So then they sent them with me to Hamburg, Germany. They was getting $50 a week a person. Whew. And they used to come and eat up my food. I used to have to pay the food bill.
Stars of the 70s and 80s were still paying homage to him.
Richard, you Georgia peach, congratulations. Congratulations on so many things. One of them for erasing the word race music and giving us popular music. And also thank you for helping create rock music, the greatest art form of the 20th century. God bless you, Richard.
Oh, my soul.
And Bette Midler must have picked up a few tricks from the master of outrageous.
Okay, everybody, Orvis Goodnight is going to play for us, and there's going to be dancing in the living room, so come on, let's go.
In 1985, they got together in Down and Out in Beverly Hills, which launched the Little Richard hit single, Great Gosh Almighty. In the 90s, Richard was invited to sing with Elton John on his duets album, and with Tanya Tucker on the recent Rhythm, Country, and Blues.
You know how to love me.
Everybody still loves this early Little Richard hit. In 1995, this show celebrated the 40th anniversary of Tutti Frutti with a Little Richard Go-Go's jam.
Don't y'all think it's time for me to win?
Remember this Little Richard appearance in 1989?
Everybody think it's time for me to win? Stand to your feet. Let me see you. Stand up if you think it's time for me to win. Let me see you. Stand up. Stand up if you think it's time for me to win. Stand up.
Yes, Little Richard, it is time for you to win. And it is time for everybody to stand up on your feet. All the way to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up and give it up for the incredible Little Richard. This is you, sir. Thank you. Oh, God. You take this.
Thank you. I want to say that I'm really glad to get this award. It's been a long time coming, and I've been waiting, and I'm just so grateful that Dick Clark, which is an old friend of mine, he and his wife, seen fit to make this tribute to me while I'm still alive in this world. And I'm just glad that he saw, and he wants you to see that I am the originator. I am the emancipator. I am the architect of rock and roll. And he wanted you to know that I'm the man that started it all. And I want you to know tonight that rhythm and blues had a baby, and somebody named it rock and roll. God bless you. Thank you.
Why don't you allow my hands to do the holding while yours do what you do best? Ladies and gentlemen, a special moment. Little Richard and his rock and roll classic. Good golly, Miss Molly. Work 'em, Richard, work 'em. I got you covered.